Hi, my name is Adam Lands and I'm the owner of Slag Design Build. And I wanted to make a video for anyone who's looking to get a project of theirs done and they had questions about the bidding process and different prices that they're getting from different contractors. And I wanted to help to provide some advice about what you can do to make the whole process easier. So in general, you'll get a lot of different prices on bidding, and what you want to do is uh, not always take the lowest price. Not only do you not want to take the really high expensive price, but also the lowest sometimes you want to avoid, and I'll explain why. The first reason is because sometimes it just means that the person is not professional. They don't really value their skills that much, and that's possible that it's just some side guy who doesn't really have a business that's paying business fees, and he's just sort of trying to make some side bucks. Those people can be good too, but it's sort of, if you really care about your job, it's risky to do that. And the second reason, and this one's more important, is sometimes people don't define the terms of their bids, meaning that they don't say like, I'm doing this, 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 and this for $5,000 or whatever it is. And instead they just say, what we discussed, $5,000. And that leaves it to this like verbal agreement thing, and it's not really clear what the money's for. And then as soon as you know it, they finish the project, and then they say, oh, we have to add sand and finish, so it's going to be an extra $1,000. And that's add-ons. And so these low prices sometimes, you should be suspicious of them if they're not very precise, detailed estimates. They have to be very clear in order for them to be safe estimates. One of our policies, our company, is we give fixed price fees, meaning that we don't add any prices on unless the client specifically asks for something additional. We don't add any prices to our contracts. And the reason for this is because we want our clients to know exactly what they're paying for. And so the risk of this obviously is that people can underbid that. They can say, we can say, we'll do it for $5,000, and someone else will say, we'll do it for $3,000. But the problem is if someone offers $3,000 and then later they add $3,000 more because they mess something up, or who knows? If the terms aren't clear, you're taking a very big risk. So it doesn't matter how high or low, just make sure the terms are very clear in the estimate and go with the one that's really organized and you can see all the line items and where everything is being paid for. So I think that that's really important when deciding which bid to choose. Another question I get is how elaborate should the project actually be? Sometimes you'll get bids where someone's like, oh, we're including this, 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 and this, so that's why it's $7,000, and someone else might say, oh, well, ours is $4,000 because it's just the deck, nothing else. And that makes it complicated because then you're deciding between a fair thing. It is okay for you to say to the contractor who gave you the elaborate deal, if you want less, it's okay to just say to them, what would it cost if we took those things away? And as a contractor, I appreciate when clients do that because it's a way of working with people, and we want the job just as much as you do. So instead of just saying never mind that person, it's really okay for you to at least ask and give us the opportunity to make something. Who knows, the elaborate guy might be able to do it for $3,000 and still have a very clear, concise contract and scope of what he's going to do for you. So that's really important. And in general, you want to work with someone who is going to listen to your needs. So obviously when they meet you, when you meet with the contractor, when they come for a visit, and I think visiting is critical. If someone's not visiting your project and throwing you bids, that's another red flag. They should always try to arrange a visit because they don't know the conditions of the project. So what are they really promising? How could they make a promise with you or a contract without understanding the terms? So just when they do visit, one thing that you can intuitively look for is someone who's good at listening. If someone's listening to you, they're not, if it seems like they're on another page or not really quite understanding what you want, it really could create problems later on. It's good to detect those things early. So someone who can really understand what you're after, give you a concise, clear bid, and someone who's willing to work with you. I hope these points were helpful, And yeah, good luck finding a good contractor for your project. Thanks.